Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome to next session of Java development. So, as part of our previous session, what we have discussed about how to store the data. Already we are done, using different variables. We store the data. That is like if you want to store the data, like numbers, normal numbers. If you want to store in the program, what is the purpose? We have to store the data. You're working with some program, you are the user, you are what you will do, you'll enter something, right? If you're entering means someone should store that, right? That is what inside the program variables are something which will store your data. You'll go to an ATM and you'll insert the card and you'll type pin, right? It will tell you correct pin means you'll be entering into your account. If not, you'll be getting a message, right? If that is happening means someone is remembering your password for that 2 3 seconds. Someone means not person, that program will remember and it will check with original password. If it is correct, then your home page will open, else error message will come. Means for that some time period some data is storing, right? Now you go out of the ATM and your friend will come and he also will do the same. Then for him also his password again will be stored for some time, it will be checked correct or not. So that is what variables are, something which will store the data in your program for temporary purpose. Clear? And if you're talking about the data can be numbers, data can be some names. Pin means what are numbers, sir? Something like your name means something like characters, something like that, right? So like that it will be there. Price means number with the decimal point will be there. Yes, because you will be having something like 200 rupees or you will be having 198.5 rupees also. Yes. So if you're talking about the data, there is a requirement to store different kind of data. So data type is something which tells what kind of data to be stored in your variable. Clear? So we have just discussed about different variables, integer for number, like that we have discussed about it. Just to go through that, if you have not gone through the session, just to go through them. Clear? And these are very important to go with any of the programming language, not just they have Java. You have to be good with variables, data types, conditions, arrays, operators, loops, and functions. Clear? If you don't get this meaning also, not a problem, but what I am telling is, if you want to learn a good programming language, or if you want to become a good programmer, first of all you have to be good with all these topics aspects. In this I just talked about the first one, which is very easy one, just like variables and data types, declaring the data and storing the data. That's it in a program. Clear? Just go through that, you'll be getting it. Okay, before we proceed further, online people, just to give me the confirmation that you guys are able to see my screen and as well as you're able to hear my voice properly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, good. So the next thing is like conditions. Without the conditions, we do not expect any real-time program. Condition means checking. Condition means checking. You open any software application, so definitely it will check something. Facebook, it's a software application, you work with that, right? Gmail, if you want to log in into this computer, what you have to do? You have to enter credentials, right? Checking will be there or not? Uh, Obviously, understood. ATM machine, whatever it is, machine is physical, machine is their electronic device, but inside that software will run or not? One software. What it will check? First only it will check your pin. Understood? So without the condition concept, you cannot expect any real-time program to run. So in that aspect, we have one condition called if. If or we say it like simple if. What actually it will do here is, it will check one condition. If that condition is true, it will do one activity. That's it. One condition will be checked. If it is true, some activity will be performed. So to do that, what syntax we write is, we have to write if, then we have to put parenthesis, then assume a is a variable. You know, right? Variable how to declare int a something. If a value is really greater than 20, then you have to put this block. This is called block. Open curly brace and close curly brace. This is called what? Block. In any program, in any aspect, we call it as block. For if you are writing, no, that's what we call it if block. What we call if block. Within this if block, whatever you write, if this is true, then that will be executed. That activity will be performed, executed or performed. Next is, we have another called if else. Another thing is called what? If else. In this also one condition only will check, but the difference is, if it is true, one activity will happen. If it is false, other activity will be happening. That is what the difference between if and if else. If is for one condition, if else also for one condition only, but the difference is in if it is true, something will happen. That's it. If it is false, it will not think about it. But in if else, if it is true, one activity will happen. If it is false, other activity will be happening. Clear? That's it. That's it. This is what we have discussed in the last session. If you want to run any Java code, generally we need to install Java JDK software in your computer. Still, we are not doing with that. We are doing directly with online. So here we have something like online Java compiler. Just to type it. So this is a default program. It will show there. You can write anything. I already told you that we'll talk about these words: what is class, what is public, what is static. In the future, we are going to learn about it. System dot out dot println. Here you are able to see one line, right? What this line will do is this will print the data. What this will do? It will print the data. Any data it can print here. I have written welcome to Java. So again, I am telling you guys, these two are mandatory. Already will be there. Always will be there. Why and all I will talk in the next class. Okay, in the next classes we will talk about. Now click this button called run. What is happened? What you are able to see? What was happening? Welcome to Java. So right. So that small line has been printed over there. Now we already discussed about variables. I want to declare one variable, one number I want to declare int a, some value I am writing like 22. Now I want to display that value. Now this time I don't want to display the message. If you want to display any message, put a double quotes and write it. Now I want to display that variable value, then write the variable name. What a variable name? A. Now click this run. It's running now. Yes, 22 value is printed, right? Same way, if I want to store anything in decimal points, we use something like double. Default, if you want to store anything in numbers, we use integer. If you want to store anything with the decimal points, we use something like double. Don't think about double is like something different. Double is just one data type. Integer for number storing, sir. Double is for, I will write. You will come to know what double is for. Happy? That's not understood, right? So this I cannot store in integer. That is what the rule. In integer, integer will store only full numbers. That is what. If you have that cannot be stored in the integer. Now, would like to print that value. What is that price is about? Okay. Now simply run your yes code. You're able to see that. That's what I'm doing. Clear? Now, if I try to do this, see some error possible loss something something. See. Understood? Incompatible types. See the error? What it is telling over there? Incompatible types. Meaning is you are trying to store decimal point, some kind of fraction numbers, I can say, into integer. It is not possible. It is telling, and it is also telling where that line is there. In this line, that error is there. It is telling. Check it. It is telling. Here I have written so many lines of code, right? In that it is telling into price equal to something is right. There only some error is there. Please check. It is telling. Got it? So that's the reason what we need to make here. We have to write something like this, then it will be working. Right? Just a minute. So we have talked about conditions in the yesterday session, and also now also I just talked about conditions, right? Now we can implement the same here. This is the code, right? Close. Then I'm writing very simple. What is this? Price. Okay. Here I'm writing what here. Observe. Here I'm writing price greater than 40. Price is greater than 40, you write any logic. Inside this, you can write any number of lines, but I want to write one line. What I am writing? I. For me, the logic is if any price is greater than 40, that is I. Logics can be anything. Understood? Sir, my program is if the price value is greater than 40, for me it is I price. Clear? So here, if the price value is really greater than 40, then only I will be printed. Next we have else part. If and else part. When else will be executed? Whenever the condition false, then else will be executed. When condition true, then if will be executed. Clear? Now, that is high price, this is low price. This is some logic. You can write anything there. Yeah. Now that's it. And this price I don't want to display. Okay, whatever. Now just execute this. Run this. What it's selling? Low. Because what the value of price there? 25.5, which is actually not greater than 40. Right? Now what I have written? 64.5. So obviously what should be the output now? High. If that is giving high, then only that program is correct. Yes. Understood? Yes. Now, what we checked here is greater than. What we checked here, greater than means the first one is greater than second one or not. So like that, these are like what comparison. These are called what comparison. When we are comparing, we can compare like greater than, or we can compare like less than, and even we can compare like equal also. If the price equal to exactly 40, then yes for me. If not, no for me. You understood, right? Got it? What I'm telling. If price is exactly 40, then yes. If not, no. That kind of logic also you can able to get it. For that, what we use is equality we use. So for greater than symbol is what? This one. For less than this one. For equality in programming, we have to use double quotes. Not quote, but double equal to symbol. In normally in mathematics, so far you learned in that equal to means equal. But in programming languages, in any of the programming language, equal to is not equal to. Clear? Equal to has other meaning. I will talk about that. You already know it. Giving the value. Here, what you are written, sir? Int a equal to 22. Meaning is 22 value you are giving to a. You are assigning some value to a. So that is not called equality. Clear? A equal to a here you cannot cancel, but in your maths you will cancel, right? Remember what I am talking? X plus y a equal to something, a plus y plus something with a you will cancel. Here you cannot. Clear? In programming world, what happens is whatever it is there the right side, that value will be evaluated. Means the total value will be taken. Operation is performed. One value will come, right? That value is given to what you call like left side. Clear? See, for example, here I will write for you. For you only I am writing. A value how much? 22. Initially 22. Now how much I have written? 200. So if I print now, what will print? Definitely 200 will print. Sir, initially we gave 22, but later we changed it to 200. Obviously, how much will print? High, okay, high is for some other reason, sir, but 200 is the one. Yeah, yes, how much it's printed? 200 is printed, right? Clear? Now, what I am telling, observe now. This will happen only in this one. What you call programming world. What I have written? A equal to a plus 20. As per your mathematics, what a cancel here, such things will not be there. Clear? What will happen here is I told you everything will happen at right side first. Whatever is there to the equal to symbol, right side first operations, everything will be performed. What the a values are earlier? 22. Now what you have written here? A plus 20. A value is 22, right? 22 plus 20. How much? How much? 42. Now 42 value will be given to a. So now a will become 42. There will be no such things. Clear? Equal to meaning is assigning the value, not equality. Clear? Now reload. Observe, 42 is there? Yes, output is 42 now. Yeah. So that's it. In this way, we can able to do that. Clear? Clear. Yeah. If you, where I am executing all these things in the browser, you can type anything, sir. Not like program is. You type like online Java compiler. There you write the code, there one button will be like run, you can run it. But this is only for exploring purpose. Like you have some small code, you have some small code in your brain, you have written and you're just cross checking whether it is giving output or not for that. But in real time scenarios, when you are developing and all, we don't execute in the browsers and all. Clear? For that to happen, what we have to do with respect to any programming is generally, we need to write the code, and then we need to compile the code, then the code will be running. But the process always, first we have to write the code. This is the thing. Not only Java, anything. First, what you have to write? Writing the code. Next, what? Compiling the code. Next is what? Executing the code. So, writing means, consider one language, then learn the language syntax, then write the code. Compile means you are compiling. It means your computers will not understand what you write. Computers are electronic devices, yes or no? They are not human beings, right? Definitely, they are electronic devices. They can understand only circuits, power flow. That only they will understand. So that is means binary. It purely understand only binary level, machine level thing. So that's the reason. Whatever the code you write using Java or C or Python or whatever it is, it has to be converted into understandable format. Whose understandable format? Machine understandable format. We cannot convert. For that one, compiler will be there. We have to install that compiler in your computer, then only we can able to work with that. If you talk about C compiler to be installed. If you talk about Python to be installed. If you talk about Java to be installed, then you can execute. Clear? And what to be installed for Java here is JDK. We have something called what? JDK will be there. So that JDK we can able to install. What JDK is? Java Development Kit. Java Development Kit. It is like a software which is used to create Java programs and also run Java programs. Clear? Because it is our computer. JDK will contain two things: JRE and compiler. Java compiler and JRE. JRE means Java Runtime Environment. In whichever the computer or whichever the device you want to execute Java code, there we have JRE. But in our computer we want to write it, we want to compile and we want to execute. You understood? Example I will tell you. You go to ATM machine or you go to swipe machine. You know swiping machine, shopping you do, right? Those devices, inside that also Java programs will be there, sir. That's why, sir, you enter wrong pin, you will come to know. Understood, right? You enter wrong pin, you will come to know. It will throw error, right? Means some program is running in that. Same is the case with that one, what you call, like, uh, ATM machine. Not only that, your phone also, call to customer care. Press 1 for something, press 2 for something. You know that, right? Enter wrong, then it will tell like the option whatever you selected is wrong option. Can you please select the right option again? It will tell you. Observe these things, right? So, yes, right, happens. So now, what I want to say is everything is a Java program only. There, listen, inside that pipe machine or ATM machine, no one will write the code. Clear? Code only will execute. I repeat, in those systems, code will only execute. For that, JRE is enough. Java runtime environment is enough. Because people will write the code in their computer. If everything is ready, software developer will do that, right? If everything is ready, then they will take that code and they will directly, install in that particular machine. That's it. Only for one time they will install, that will run. I hope you got my point. Clear? But when you are talking about developing the things in your computer, definitely code should be executed. For that, what you need, JRE is required. There also JRE required. Here also JRE required. Are you following? But here, what you are doing, you are writing also code. You are compiling the code. Then you are running the code, executing the code. Means you need compiler also. Their compiler is not required. So compiler plus JRE together is called JDK. Together is called what? JDK. So people say install Java, install Java, install Java, install Java means install JDK. Meaning is what? Install JDK. What it is? JDK. Download it. Hit that. So you'll be going to the official site here. Actually, you know Oracle? You know Oracle or not? Oracle, you know, right? Okay. So generally people might be listening Oracle as a database name, some database name. but actually Oracle is a company name. Oracle is one of the biggest software companies. Clear? That company invented one database called Oracle database. That's their wish. They can create their database name also, their company name. Who you are to decide. You understood, right? They can write whatever they want. So the thing is, you know Windows. Who is the owner of Windows? Microsoft, sir. Windows, you know, right? Windows. Yeah, Windows, right? You don't know Windows. It will launch, right? If you start your computer, Windows will open, right? Who is the owner of that Windows? Microsoft. Microsoft is a software company. You know that, right? What happened? You know that, right? What I am telling is Windows is a product. Who is the owner? Microsoft is the owner. Oracle database is the product. Oracle. Who is the owner? Oracle company. Understood? Java was developed by Sun Microsystem. There is a company called Sun Microsystems. But around in 2010, I don't remember exact year, but in that period, 2010, that period, Oracle company acquired that company called Sun Microsystems. Understood? Acquired means you know, right? They will give, they take it. Understood? That's why if you say Java, now official site is what there? Oracle. Clear? Now go there, and in this you'll be having something like Java downloads and all. Here see what is the version happening now? JDK 21. Next version it is showing 17. Why? Because they usually release different versions in every year, something like that, new versions. But what happens is sometimes there might be no much proper updates. Means like what I say, not much new features are added in the next version, but they just like they will release. Understood? So the stable one is JDK 17, next stable one is JDK 21, and I think it's been released recently. They're not mentioned, but recently they released. Where it is mentioned? It's mentioned. I did not observe, but actually I know that recently, just a few months, 2 3 months ago only. Here, see, clear? Java 21. What it is? LTS. See, listen, guys, listen. If you are downloading any software, especially for languages, you have to go with LTS version. LTS means long-term support. In other words, it is a stable version. Clear? See, sir, Java 8 is stable. See that? Java 11 is stable. Next to Java 17. Next to Java 21. Got it? You can go with Java 17 also. You can go with Java 8 also. Don't go with Java 9 or 10. That is what I am telling. I hope you understood what I am talking. Exploring purpose, you can go there and you can develop, sir. But for real time applications and all, better you don't go with that. Better always go with the LTS version. Why? Because they release after some time. What happened? People are using. They may get some errors. They'll again report. In this version errors are there, then they will correct and they will release new version. You understood, right? Then why do you use that? After that they will fix all errors, they release the proper version. I hope you got my point. Clear? That's why we call it as a stable version. Okay, so I want you to download that. Here different OS will be there, operating systems, you know, right? Your computer, whatever Dell, Linux, whatever you are using, those are just not Linux, Dell, Lenovo, HP, Acer, something like that you use, right? As is Acer something. Those are just vendors for your laptop. I mean, they are the owners of those providers. But inside that, the OS operating system is Windows only. Either 10 or 11, some Windows will be there, right? So that is called Windows related operating system. You know Apple computers? You know Apple phones? You know Apple phones? iPhone, you know iPhone? iPhone is a product of Apple companies. The company name is Apple. Their phone is called iPhone. They have laptops also. They have separate laptops. That is Mac. That is called what? Mac. In that the OS is also separate. You know, Apple fellows will not follow others. Their devices are separate and their OS is separate. Understood what I am talking? Sir, you know Vivo. you know Oppo, you know Redmi and all. What will be there in that Android? Now you understand. All will use same OS called Android. Here also same story, sir. You use Dell, Lenovo, different things. But OS is Windows. Got it? But Apple, iPhone, OS is iOS, not Android. Here, what you'll use Mac. In that OS is Mac OS. Clear? Computers are called MacBooks. That OS is called Mac OS. So as per your computer, other than that, we have one more famous OS called Linux. Other OS is called what? Linux. So as per your computer, most of your computers are Windows. If it is Linux or Mac also, you can go with Mac. No one will use Linux for personal purpose. Personal computer, PC, right? This is people don't use. Other purpose people will use. Official purpose people will use. Yeah. So now see, what is this Windows, right? In this, so many things are there. Don't go with all the things. Just to go with this one. What is this? X64 MSI installer. Just to click that MSI installer. Click it, and next what will happen? That will be downloaded into your downloads folder. Then you'll be getting one application something like this, where in the downloads folder, right? In my computer I already installed. That's why here able to see, you can get the installer all, you can get MSI, both are fine, but don't go with this one. Don't go with first one. Don't go with zip file. You can go with the installer, or you can go with the MSI installer. You can go with any of them, but MSI is the recommended one. You go with here where installer, or you go with installer, whatever it is. Now you will be getting like this. Okay, 1842 111. November 1st I install. Click this, next, then it will ask permission. Do you want your computer to make some changes? You put yes, then it will be downloaded. Clear? Once it is downloaded, it will go and store in your computer in C drive. Complete Java will come and store here. Go to computer C drive. Okay, next to go for program files, JDK install. Okay, JDK 17.5 extra came. That is recently, that is later something extra I downloaded something. What JDK 21 able to see? Able to see this? So that will be there. Clear? So what I want you to do is today, I want all of you, whoever is attending the session, I want you to install JDK in your computer. It will take a time around 5 to 10 minutes. It will not take more than that time. Clear? Just install it. So how to install it? I told you already, right? Just to type a JDK download. It will take you to the Oracle, that one Java downloads. There so many things are there. See here, this is actual Java logo. You know Java logo, right? This is Java logo actually, but they changed the color. Actually, some red color will be there. You know that, right? They want this to be highlighted. You know, right? It's marketing. So many other reasons will be there. Whatever. Now, JDK 21, 2017 also there, but do go with the 21, and in that select your computer OS called Windows. Then go with MSIR, go with install, both are fine. You go with one thing, then you can get it. Clear? If you want even documentation also they will give, sir. If you want to read it and all, because Java is a open source language, they will give everything. What new features added, how they added, what code they have written in that, everything is ready. If you have time and all, you can go through that also. Clear? Okay, fine, whatever. Assume you install JDK. You install JDK. Now the thing is, for the step running Java code in your computer. So this is the thing we are going to do now. Clear? If you want to do this, obviously you have to write the code, you have to compile the code, you have to execute the code. So the steps are like, the first step is already ensure that JDK is installed. So if JDK is there or not, first you have to cross check. Clear? You know command prompt? You don't know? Yeah, this is called command prompt. If you want to get command prompt, you know search bar, then type CMD, then you'll be getting this. Just go to this. What I am typing? Java hyphen hyphen version. Then what it is telling, Java 21.0 something LTS, and okay, something JS. This means core Java something. It is running in 64-bit server machine, whatever it is, doesn't matter. This is important, right? Got it or not? Uh, Means this is already installed in your computer. Computer. This is just to cross check. Clear? So if you want to run Java code, these things should be out to cross check. JDK is there or not. Clear? Next step is we have to write the code. We have to write the code. So before we do that, what our system should have? What we say, like, prerequisites. What we say, prerequisites. Uh, when I talk about prerequisites, means before we start anything, what we should know is called what, prerequisites. As a person, as a person, what you should know before you learn Java language. Clear? And some people say you should have basic C language knowledge, then only we have to learn the Java language. Actually, not required. Clear? If you already know C, okay, fine, but actually not required. Clear? But still, if you want something, this one you should know. What is that? What is folder? What is file? Understood? What is browser? How to open the browser? Or first, how to power on, switch on the. You know those things, right? Yes or no? Those are enough to start the learning. That is what, person prerequisites. Next, coming to system. If you want to learn Java and if you want to practice Java in your computer, what your system should have? It should have an editor. It should have what? Editor. So I am talking about minimum requirements. I am not talking about, like next level things. I am talking about basic requirements. What you should know is editor. What I am writing, notepad. Where I am writing everything inside the notepad. This is called editor. Any editor can be fine. Clear? Later in the future we'll learn, install some tools. There we'll learn, we'll write code. But basically at the starting stage, one editor is enough. Clear? That's it. What are the two things your system should have? What are the two things? One editor and one software. Editor means notepad enough. Why? Because every Windows system notepad default available. You no need to install. Calculator. In this calculator also available. Paint. Like that, few things are by default available, sir. Clear? So means actually you no need to do anything. Only that JDK software you have to install. That's why I'm telling you to install today JDK 21. Clear? Now next step is open new file in Notepad and write Java code. Whatever Java code you want to write, then write it. First step. Clear? How to save the file. After writing the code, we have to save the file. You have to save the file with the .java extension. Next step is wherever you saved, you have to remember that location. In one folder you will save, right? Where files will be saved, sir? One folder, right? That location you have to remember, and that location you have to open in the command prompt. How to open, I will tell you. Okay. So then open file location in command prompt. Open file location in command prompt. So after opening that, you have to do two things here. The first thing is compile the Java file. Compile the Java file. Next, the second thing is execute the Java file. Here, whatever Java code you have written, that code has to be executed. These are the steps. That's it. So in this, what are the steps already we are done? Ensure that JDK is installed in your computer. Already JDK is installed. Now we have to do second, third, fourth steps. Clear? First, second step is what? Writing the code. Okay, but if you want to do all these things, where you want to store all your code? First, to decide. In your computer, you have desktop, D drive, E drive, so many things are there, right? First, anywhere documents, so many folders are there. First, to decide where you want to store all your, activities and all. You first ensure that. Clear? Uh, so in my computer, I have so many folders and all. Mm, yeah, desktop on desktop. Somewhere I have full stack 8 a.m. and something full stack is there here. Okay, in that front end is there, in that what is this, back end is there, in this what is there, leave about HTML, nothing is there, it's empty folder. One more is called what, node.js. Node is what, another back end, right? Okay, Java, Node, Python, .NET, PHP, like that we have. Ours is what, Java. Are you following? Now I'm writing Java underscore. You write any name, sir, for your folder. Okay, you write any name. Java underscore is the name for your folder. Uh, now, inside that, I want to do all my Java related activities. Clear? Clear. Uh, Open one new notepad and here write the Java code. So, now Kumar, how to write here? You have to write simply class and then some class name we have to write. You write any name for your class name, sir, but put first one capital letter. Clear? My class name. Welcome. When you write that, you have to open and close curly brace because this is the syntax for Java. Okay. Next, I told one more also, main method. Main method will be there. This also you follow as it is for few days. Don't think too much about it. I will be explaining. You have to write something like public, static, void, main. Here you have to write something like a string, something like arg or args. You can write it. Now this one. Again, open and close curly brace. Are you getting? Now, save the file first of all. That is important. Where it is saving, observe in one location called Harsha, OneDrive, desktop, full stack 8am. But we want full stack folder, not full stack 8am folder. You forgot the address. What is the address? C users Harsha, OneDrive, desktop, full stack, backend, Java. Clear? Now I want to store the in that address only where I'm. Uh, Go to that address now. Here, desktop, full stack, backend, Java. Happy. Here I want to store. Clear? Now, whatever the class name you gave, welcome. Same name you have to write for file name. You should not write other file name. It will give unnecessary errors in the future later. We should not do that. Okay. Welcome dot Java and keep this one save type to all files. You have to write it always all files. If I don't do that, Java file will not be created. Text file will be created. Dot txt file will be created. Understood? That's why we see why, because here see text document. What it will do, welcome.java.txt file will create. We don't want that, right? What we want? We want simply welcome.java one. I hope you understood. This welcome.java means welcome is the file name, Java is its a type. But if I write a txt, then welcome.java is the file name, txt is the file type. So that's the reason we have to write all files. Now, always for anything we have to write this. Now, save this. Okay. Now go there. Where? Backend Java. Yeah, yeah. You're able to see this, right? In my computer, actually, it is coming from OneDrive. In your computer, you don't have OneDrive. You will be having directly desktop, something, whatever folder. Here, I am doing in the desktop, sir, because I don't have other drives. Only C drive is there. In your computers will be having DE, right? So don't store in the C. You store in E or D drives will be there, no? There you store anything. Or in your computer you can write like my Java learning. You create one folder and you do. Clear? Here for me, some of my students here already learned some front end. So those people now they are learning back end, right? So that's why I'm storing in the same folder, like full stack back end and all. For you guys, you can directly start in your computer just to create something in some drive, Java learning something you can learn it. Clear? Now, okay, fine. Created, yes. Able to see welcome file. Yes or no? No. Okay, if you want, you can open that file through Notepad again. You can check, but already I have that file with me. Now here I want to print something. If I want to print anything, there is something default called system dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. What I have written, welcome to Java. Here I have to put Java is a strict language. You have to write the syntax correctly. If you want to put any data, you have to put double quotes. And at the end of the statement, you have to put semicolon. That is also important. Now already we saved it. It is like now I made changes. That changes also saved. So which step we are done perfectly now? Two steps are done. We open the file and also second step, third step also done. Now open the file location in the command prompt. Now already we open the command prompt. Now where we are see users Arch, right? But what is our file location? C users Arch OneDrive desktop full stack means I am already in the Arch. Now I have to go to inside the one more folder I have to get into that. So to do that, what we have to do is there is one command like cd. Command called what? Cd. What it will be? It will open internal folder. What is the other name inside that we have? OneDrive. So you type OneDrive, it will come OneDrive. Now we are in OneDrive. Understood? Now next what you have to do? Next thing cd. OneDrive in that we have before backend we have desktop. Don't worry about this. In your computer, whatever the path is there, you remember that path you go. Desktop after that full stack backend Java. Now already we are in the desktop. This time it is full stack. Are you following? Next is backend. Next is Java. That's it. Now we are in the folder. Which folder we have to open? Which wherever our files are stored, that folder location we have to open. Clear? What is my file name, sir? Welcome.java. I have to open that file location. Where is that? Inside the Java folder. I already opened the folder now. Next thing, what you have to do? Compile the Java file. If I have to compile the Java file, where it is inside the file location, there I have to type Java C. This command I have to type. What is the command name? Java C file name dot Java. Clear? Now, here I want to do that. If I want to do that, Java C. What is my file name? Welcome. Dot Java. It will take some time. 1 second, 2 seconds for compiling. Able to see. Actually, I have not written any syntax error. I have written Java code correctly, sir. That's why it's not throwing any error. If I write wrong, it will throw error. I will show you that also. Okay. Now, next step is executing the Java code. Compiling the Java file completed. Next is what? Executing the Java code. If you want to execute, you have to type one command like Java space your class name. What is your class name? Welcome. No, just a class name. This for compilation purpose, Java space your file name dot Java. But for execution purpose, Java space your class name. That's it. Welcome. Executed. What is printed? What is not location? What is printed? Don't look this one, man. What this is printed? From where it is coming? From the Java program only. Yes or no? Yes means it is executing. The way it is happened in your browser, same happened here, sir. Remember or forgot everything here, sir. Where? Here. Ah. If you run, you are getting output no. So now not required to go with the online things. Now directly we can do in our computer, provided you have installed JDK in your computer. Clear? Now, I will write a wrong syntax. No, something. Okay, same thing. I'm writing some wrong. I'm not printing A, but still I declared A with this value. Now error, right? That one. Same errors are incompatible types. Whatever you observed in that browser, same. Understood now? If this is the case, I cannot run the program. Means if I run also, how to run Java, right? Don't think like it is giving the output. It is giving previous output. Doubt, having doubt, what I am written? Huh? I hello. Now I am saving the file. Are you following? Uh, what is printed? Understood. New file is not still not compiled, sir. It is taking from old one. Following or not? I told you already yesterday that one dot class file will be generated whenever you compile a file. This is called Java file. This is called dot class file. When Java file is updated, sir, 1027. When my Java file is updated, sir, see what is the content is there. Hi, hello there inside that. Yes, sir, no. But when my dot class file is updated, sir, 3 4 minutes back, got it? Because now it is when dot class file will generate, whenever compilation done successfully, then only a new dot class file will be generated. Clear? Because we have written wrong code. That's why it is not happening. Understood or not? Now I am writing correct code now. Save this. Now compile. Compilation, right? Compile. Now no errors. No errors. Now this time observe. I am executing the code. I have okay. Understood. Java file updated 28 and compilation done. Java class file also 28. Understood no? And this dart class file I told you it is like a intermediate file which is converted from our language to some other language. Then it will be understood by the processor. This Java file is can be understood by programmer, can read it. But dart class file cannot be understood by the programmer. Coding language for computer exe file and processor, especially the processor. Understood? You no need to worry about all these things. Clear? Java itself backend will take care of that. Clear? Now don't worry, it's gone. Now again compile the file. Are you following? Now happily it will come. Got it or not? So that is what dot class file is about. Clear? So this is what how to execute Java code in your own computer. So for that to do, what we have to do here, few steps we need to follow, right? Yes sir, no. So what are those steps here? These steps. If you want to run them, and if you want to execute the Java code, Java space your class name. No extensions, just a class name. Got it? So what I want you to do today is go to home, install JDK in your computer, then cross check installed or not, open command prompt, Java hyphen version, Java space hyphen version. Then after that, whatever the basic code you know, like declaration of variables, simple if else I told you right today, if else and variables declaration, all different types of data types. You do all the things, you write them and execute it. That is the work to you. Clear? So every day will be like this only. So I'll be talking something, immediately I'll be implementing. Everything is practical. My class I will be implementing the same thing. I want you to. And today is the first day for installation of JDK. So that's why I'm not going much. In the later session, we are going to do small activities. Clear? For online people, I've sent those steps in the chat box, guys. Just to copy that into your clipboard. All of you quickly do that. Let me know once you are done. And offline people take that snap. Online people, let me know once you are done. Okay. So that's it for the day, guys. Still, if you are having any doubt regarding today's session, just let me know, guys. If not, if you are fine with today's session, you understood everything, then just to mention like you are clear. Quickly, all of you should respond. Rachana, Kavya, Srilata, Vijaya, Esther. Srilata, you are there. If you have any doubt, just let me know. If not, we'll wind up for the day. Okay, guys, then yeah. So we'll see some other things in the next session. So that will be on Monday. The session will be on Monday. Okay.